They start on the ground here at Sanders. This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Back to 60.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Mustang 19.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their own 17-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, and maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Let go.
Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try the right side with Harris. They'll get this down to the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Trubisky. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Trubisky to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now a first down carry for Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now it's Trubisky. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And he is out of bounds here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hand.
They hand this off to Harris. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Levi Wallace with a pick. the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now Trubisky to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Harris. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. Shifts by at the 15, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Hey, 18. Lock in.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So what a play there in the final minute of this 1st half. They get the interception. More importantly, their 1st points of the ball game.
Yeah, that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now, things may have changed for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Trubisky will throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
Here we go, strike. 60 backwards.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Trubisky's throw complete to Freiermuth.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
To the opposite of what they envisioned. This third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball, let's go down and score, put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This offense hoping to do better than last drive. Remember, they had the fumble that set up the short field, and then they gave up the touchdown CD.
And so many people talk about how you have to have a short memory after you make a mistake in the NFL. I don't totally subscribe to that, partner. I think that you have to remember what you did and figure out how to not do it again. Get out there and execute the next time out. Avoid those errors and get some momentum built back up for your offense.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Play action. Now Trubisky. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Sanders has it over the middle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength.